go.
Alien HUK.
Yeah, aliens in the forest, creatures, goblins, they're the smallest. But shout out to Horus, we're hunting for them, don't ignore it. We hunt for ghosts, we hunt for spirits. When it comes to the woo, man, we the nearest, and we serious. We gon' make them furious.
Hello. Welcome to Alien UK special edition, the Hidden Archives, where we're going to do conspiracy theories. So we will have a full house this evening. Nicole gets off work in 25 minutes, so she's going to jump on later. Still early for her, but late.
Later.
And we have Tommy, the elusive Tommy Cullen, mullet free, may I add.
The lesser spotted Cullen.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
It's a sad
Our
day.
latest team member, Michelle Liddell of Shell Spooky Stories.
Thanks for having
The
us.
wonderful stealing of guests, David from Down the Rabbit Hole, stroke David Don't Know. And my faithful Abby Dent from Hosting the Veil, which is a new podcast. So please do go over and subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's Lifting the Veil.podcast. So go on there, subscribe, and yeah.
It's not lifting the face; it's lifting the veil. Podcast.
No, that comes in a few years.
You can do lifting the face.
We've got a new show dropping on Thursday, and it'll be the first one on YouTube, and that's with Krista Cesare from Netflix's True Haunting.
Nice.
It is a powerful interview, that one. Yeah, looking forward to that.
Right. So while we wait for our guest to come on. Oh yeah, we have a guest, by the way. No one knows who it is.
It's a secret.
Yeah. So I can talk about something. I had a conversation tonight. I am going to be doing another podcast.
Another one?
I know I'm not doing enough. Anyway.
How many is that, Andy?
Just 600.
16, number 16?
Yeah.
34.
I don't know.
150?
A few. So the person that I'm going to be working with, I've known her for a while. I've met her. We've had a lot of conversations and chats to get this, what's happening, up and running. So I've had to write a name now because I can never remember how to pronounce it. What do you believe? Carmela Salazzo Lozano. Lozano, sorry.
Yeah, Daddy like
Salazzo
the name.
Lozano.
Yes.
So she did some work with some other people that are now been speaking, and there's this thing that's getting up and running. And once I can talk about it completely, so I'm going to be working with, for, and alongside this person.
Mystery guest.
So,
That's right.
so this is a mystery guest.
Mystery.
Guess
Would
we're
you
gonna
like
get
to
to-
see who it is?
Yes.
Oh, yes, please.
Do it.
This
I'm telling you,
guest.
Andy.
Reveal yourself. No, in fact, no, don't reveal yourself. Put
Go!
your name in first. Put your name in first.
Always keeping us on the edge, Andy. Seriously.
No.
Steven Spielberg.
Is it E.T.?
I
Is
think
it?
Well, you'll
I
find
love
out
you,
in
Rob.
about.
Oh.
Is it Tommy Cullum?
great
Well,
If
guy.
another Tommy shows up, I'm gonna freak out.
Yeah.
Wait,
It's like
we
buses.
struggle-
You don't see them and then two come along at once.
Wait, how difficult is it to get one Tommy Cullum on? You ain't gonna.
I'm
get
saying,
two.
it's Ron. It's
Ooh.
Ron.
Wow.
So, do any of you know this person?
Yes.
I have
Lady.
heard of, never met.
Heard of, yeah, never met.
So, this is Ron Yacovetti, who does the digital seance experience or experiment. I always get that bit wrong. So, Ron, whenever you're ready, you can come on camera.
Reveal yourself.
Come
Yeah.
on, Ron.
I
Be
did that
American.
once, I'm not there. Hey.
Hey.
Hope it wasn't
Hello.
anticlimactic.
No,
No,
not
no.
at all.
'Cause I was even like, who is it? And then I'm like, oh, it's just me.
American voice. I'm not alone.
Yes.
Thank you, Ron.
It's all
David's
good.
been a bit outnumbered today, bless him.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
Honored
about
to be
time.
here.
It's normally me. Thank you for coming on, and my apologies for not getting everything right and being busy and trying to sort everything out and forgetting and then remembering and forgetting again.
Just
And
a
it's
normal
just-
week then, really, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah.
what day is it?
Nicole, I don't know. Nicole will be joining us in about 20 minutes' time because she's going to be coming out of work then. So she's going to jump on. So shall we get it started? So the way this is going to work, so the Hidden Archives is conspiracy theories, which me and Michelle are going to be doing after this one. But it's only going to be going out to paying tier members of the YouTube channel. So if you are not a tier member of any level, so the lowest is $1.99 for Ghosts, the highest is $22.99 for Jeepers Creepers. And then if you subscribe to any of them, you will be able to get to watch any of the conspiracy theories that we do. They're not going to be going out regular as such. It's not going to be every Tuesday at this time or every Wednesday at this time. They're just going to be as and when we can fit them in. But they're going to
You
be
ain't
at
doing
least.
Thursdays. I've marked that one off for mine because it's the only days you're not actually on air.
Is he though? Is he? Is he
Oh,
going behind our
wow.
backs?
Wow.
And I mean,
These are probably going to go out late afternoon, early evening. We reckon somewhere between 4 and 6. So
Yeah.
UK time. Yeah. So yeah, it shouldn't interfere with anybody else's dynamics and algorithms. Besides, so how are you, Ron? It's been a while.
I'm good, man. I'm good. It's good to see some familiar faces, meet some new people. Haven't talked to Tommy in a while.
Yeah, man. It's been a while.
Yeah.
We got to do a part
Oh,
2 soon, man.
Yeah.
It's nice to
So-
meet you, man.
Yeah. So
Pleasure.
Abby, David, Michelle, Ron.
and it's Yacovetti,
Well,
right?
Yes, Yacovetti.
It's not. What did Andy say? Well, how did you
Yacovetti.
pronounce it? Huh?
Yacovetti. There's no T's
Yeah,
in
there's
it.
no T's.
Ignore
Yeah, he
that.
doesn't
Ignore
pronounce
that.
Makes it easier to spell. Take the
Yeah.
T's out.
That's it. So, so Ron, do you want to explain what you do, you and Lourdes?
So we do. I guess our agenda is twofold. Both of which I have underneath. Besides being an author, we do the digital seance experience, which is derivative of direct radio voice, which predates the Frank's box, the Spirit box, the Ghost box. it was the only thing that I couldn't understand when I got involved and hooked into ITC, or instrumental transcommunication, that was not being done, at least not in the States. Nobody was doing it. This is back in 2019. So I looked at it and went, well, predominantly in ITC, the people at the forefront are builders. They're making all different spirit boxes or ghost boxes. That's not in my wheelhouse. I don't solder and weld. If I did, I would be high-fiving people with fewer fingers, so I don't. And came across the works of Dr. Annabella Cardoso, who's now in Spain, who's the only surviving member of the original guard of EVP and ITC researchers left. Closest to that generation, I guess, still alive, probably Mark Macy in Colorado in the States. And so she mentored me into direct radio voice, which was fascinating to me. The efficacy of that method, to me, blew away what I ever saw a spirit or a ghost box do.
Yeah.
So I looked at Lourdes and I went, we're gonna listen to white noise on a vacant shortwave channel. We're gonna record it, and then we're gonna listen to it again. That's how you know the relationship's pretty good, because she's still here. Not exciting as couples activities go. So we brought it back, and then so this is 2019, and so flash forward, we crossed paths with a gentleman from Florida named Keith Clark, who's also a brilliant ITC guy. He introduced us to the software part. And basically what we're doing is we're now doing two things. We're using analog white noise generators. So there's no radio anymore, because of the first piece of low-hanging cynical fruit for anything ITC is you're getting radio voices.
Yeah.
You're using a radio. The anomaly you seek is vocal. And look at that. It comes with them. It's like dropping jewelry and coins at the beach and coming back 2 hours later with a metal detector going, look what I found. You made it part of the process.
Totally.
So we got the radios out. So what we're doing, and what Keith showed us with the software, was live filtration. So everything people do with audio capture in the paranormal, they denoise it, they amplify, slow it down. We do all that in real time. So at the moment, if there's a chance for dialogue, we can have it. It's more discernible. Wow. That's essentially what it is. There's no radio RF signal. There's no word banks, no sound banks. This is analog white noise that's fused from multiple channels into one through an interface, software filtered and slowed down. And then you don't even hear the noise for the most part. It's pretty silent, unless through resonance, vocals emerge.
Yeah. Oh,
that's
amazing, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Can I just say, Ron can show you, he can explain it and everything, and it's fascinating. But for you to go and see it live as it's happening it's there. It's honestly, it's next level. It's like I went in the room and I'm sat there for what, about five minutes, if that, and it went. I was the only English person there. It went English. This bloke's voice. It was the same bloke that kept talking. It said English again. Then it said Andy. And I was like,
whoa.
Wow. And there's no word banks, there's no microphones listening, there's nothing like that. I mean, the closest thing we've got is Spiricom, and that just plays the pink noise, the white noise, and all the rest of it.
He's like, the one that I listened to, there's a bloke that was doing the main talking. It sounded like there's a female sobbing. And then I don't know if you remember, Ron, it sounded like there's a third person that was kind of like, sounded like he was kind of like interviewing them, like asking them questions.
Yeah.
And then they was coming back to us with stuff. It was so weird. Amazing.
I love that.
I know what Haunted Devon will be doing on their next investigation.
Honestly, I'm sat in the chair and I'm like, oh my God. I'm talking to myself going, Ron and Lourdes have explained it so many times, but for you to go and sit there and live it real life is just something else completely. It is.
I know a future museum that would be very interested in that. Just put up with it.
Shameless plug, but we love it.
If you want, at some point I can do a screen share and show one example of what it sounds like, just to give an idea of the clarity and directness of it, if that helps.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Be fantastic.
Because all these apps and stuff like that, I mean, I don't rate them, and I don't like it when people use them on investigations, because it's a random word generator, and it's just like, and some of them nowadays are programmed to listen to what you're doing and where you are, so it will actually give you an intelligent answer. But that's because it's listening to you. Your microphone's on your phone or your tablet. So
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah. It is very entertaining though when there's just 3 of you in a dark aeroplane, and Liam Holmes gets on the Spirit Talker, Liam, and then nice hat, and he's wearing a hat, and you should see him freak. That was worth every.
Does any birds come through during Liam's? Because that would freak him out too, right?
Yeah.
Owls,
There were 2 pigeons and an aircraft hangar. 2 pigeons and an aircraft hangar, and he absolutely freaked.
Well, the thing is as well, Ron, you can sit there, the room was full, and everyone was silent and just listening. And every so often, Ron and Lardez would explain like what was going on, or the interjector, you'd swap a couple of things about or whatever. But other than that, there was no conversation going, and it was just constantly running. Then you did a bit of a Q&A, and it was still running, people asking questions, and it's just, it's like, it's like,
I'd love to see that in action.
I don't
know.
Yeah,
the rewarding part, what's rewarding for us is when we bring it out in public, it's not about us. We feel like this is nature working through us. This is something we're blessed to be able to do. Yes. And so we bring it to places, and a lot of these events, when stuff comes through, we understand that. So there should be no words, period, that are discernible. So that alone is an anomaly. But words can have, because we use the word in the field a lot, we use the word information, but there's symbolic information, and then there's semantic information. So when words come through, that's symbolic, right? Because it's symbolic of language. We know what the words mean if we hear the word car or glasses. But the meaning, the semantic part of it, a lot of times applies to the people in the room, and we don't know who's showing up, and we don't know anything about them. So when those things connect dots for them, we had a lady at the expo we do in New Jersey every year who lost her son at the age of 15. It was 31 years later. A few mediums she went to told her she'll never be able to reach him or get any communication because of the age he died and for how long ago it was, which is arbitrary. I don't know how they could know that. The same way I can't promise we're going to get him either, right? So she gets his name, Willie. She gets that he was a drummer. She gets a few things. So she's already feeling this. But then, and so Lourdes, who's not here, she works as a licensed New York State court reporter. And they're not in the courtroom anymore. They went virtual. So she listens to recordings. So what she does for the living, she says she does for the dead. So she hears everything. And I see her face. She hears something at this expo. And I went, what did you hear? She goes, she didn't want to make the attention on her. I went, what did you hear? And she goes, I heard mention cookies. The lady starts crying because she thinks her son is around her. And then she tells us that 11 months prior, she was diagnosed diabetic. She hasn't had anything like that since. But the morning of the expo, she made 2 trays of sugar-free cookies. And she had a Ziploc bag of them in her purse at that moment.
Whoa.
And that's your semantic value. Wow. And then I was like, all right, good enough.
Wow.
So that's what we love the most. If we give people moments, it's not about us. Then they go, can I get the recording? How much do you want for the recording? I don't charge them for the recording.
Yeah.
It's part of the experience. If they want to remember it and have it, they may find more when they listen to it. Yeah. But that's really the takeaway for us. And we love when we get people in the room, like when Andy was with us, to do this, because there is something different about being there and seeing it. This past year's expo, the same one, the year later, there was a gentleman who was a recently retired police officer who was kind of skeptical. His wife dragged him there. And he heard stuff that was very personal and proprietary between him and his grandparents. He left the room in front of strangers, a retired police officer, with tears in his eyes, thanking us. Wow. So I don't have a way to be a charlatan and pull off some kind of a hoodwink kind of guy. I never even knew who he was.
Yeah.
But he heard stuff, and other people heard stuff that was relevant to his backstory that don't even know him either. They're just calling out words or phrases that they heard. So
that's amazing.
Could you imagine that on Estes?
We did it Estes one time. We did it at the Hinsdale house. Instead of doing it with a box, it got a little sinister, which is not a commonality for us doing this. But
the location maybe.
Yeah. So that's our main platform, and then the other thing which I have behind me, what we're calling technical idealism. We do we talk a version of metaphysical philosophy called analytic idealism that basically says reality is fundamentally mental, which changes the worldview, the zeitgeist, that for the most part, the accepted worldview says that none of this stuff that any of us are into, ghosts, UAPs, cryptids, none of this stuff is possible based on the worldview, not on factual truth. That's the difference. You've heard the saying, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence or proof. So that, I think it was said prior, but it became famous from Carl Sagan. He called it the Sagan standard. And I argue that that is only true. That is only true if by being termed extraordinary, it is so because of the fact that it doesn't fit into the worldview or the belief system, the dogma that says it can't happen. Then it needs some kind of grandiose entry into it. But if it's not supernatural, it's natural. If it's not paranormal, it's normal. It's explainable through naturalism. It's the world doing what it does. Then you don't need extraordinary anything. You just needs to be coherent and not conflict with ratified regularities in nature that they call the laws of science. We shouldn't conflict with those. But otherwise, that's it. I don't think that Sagan standard really holds.
I'll go back to Shakespeare on that one. You know, there's more things on heaven and earth that are dreamt of in your philosophy. So Sagan can take a hike.
Do one.
Yeah, so if any of you ever get a chance to go and see Rom, you will not be
definitely.
wasting your time.
I'd love to
You
see
will
that.
Where you at, Ron?
come out
Where
and
you
you'll
at?
just say, wow.
We are we're in New Jersey, in the U.S., right across the river. Literally, I can see the Upper West Side of Manhattan, New York City from here. New Jersey, called the Garden State, and that's, if you don't know, that's the name comes from because you're guarding your house, you're guarding your car, you're guarding your stuff. So it's the Garden State.
Very nice.
Little known fact.
Yeah.
Have you ever done it live, like on a podcast or on a stream or anything like that?
I have, and I'm almost at a point where I'm comfortable with doing this through a third-party software thing to integrate it, because like StreamYard has one audio input and one output.
Yeah.
So for my microphone and then for the speaker coming out, it's a lot of times it will create feedback or distortion. It'll make it sound muddy. So I don't tend, I got away from it for a while, but I'd worked out a way to possibly do it. So we're looking at doing it. I've done it on Facebook Live when I'm the only one on camera and then everybody else is in the chat, and it works wonderfully. And I'd done that for a long time. I was doing it spontaneously. I would pop on and then I would be there for 4 or 5 hours.
Wow.
Oh, next time you do it, let me know. I'll be tuning in, definitely.
Oh yeah, definitely. Love to see it.
Let me look real fast to see if I'll grab a YouTube clip just to show. That way we can, obviously this is not about me. I don't want the discussion to be entirely about.
No, but we'd love to see this technique.
Well, I was going to do the first. I was going to do the first 30 minutes for you, then we'll jump on Tartaria.
Hey, Ron, one of our friends, Jen from PNL Podcast, is asking if you are buried in snow right now.
That is an excellent question. So so today's warm. It's close to, it's in the 40s in the degrees Fahrenheit here now.
That's warm?
Yeah, considering so a couple of weeks ago, we had an event in Massachusetts we had to cancel because we got 15 or so inches of snow.
Wow.
And then it melted almost entirely.
Damn.
And this past weekend, a couple of days back, we got 28 point something inches of snow.
Wow.
Right after the other stuff was gone. So in order to leave the house, I had to go outside with a brush and a shovel, like an automotive archaeologist, to unearth my car.
Wow.
Well, we only get dandruff here in the south.
It's 83 here in San Antonio right now, Jen, just to let you know. 83 degrees.
Oh.
Yeah.
So in
the 40s, it's warm now because it's starting to melt. It's like there's you can see the ground again. But it was not fun.
It's 48. It's 48 here where I am.
You know what? If you want
48 Fahrenheit.
48. Wow.
It's just been raining.
It's been about 16 here today.
It's still raining over there?
Yeah.
Still, I think today or yesterday was the first day that it hadn't rained in like.
Oh, we've had a couple of dry days up here.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, we've had 2 dry days until last night when I was going out and it started raining. As soon as we left the house. Like, really? I had put
It's still really
trainers
windy,
on,
though.
sneakers. I actually put my new sneakers on. I've worn them outside in the rain. I was gutted.
Oh no!
Jumping puddles.
It's just constantly wet down.
Hey, Andy. At one point, can you not? I mean, we don't have to do this today, but like towards the end of the show, or whatever. Pull up a map of England and then point out where you guys are at, because I kind of want to know. I want to be able to.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can do that.
Bring it into my brain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like in the middle of Andy and Abby.
Basically.
Say what? Excuse me, sir?
You randy devil.
I didn't realise it was going to be that kind of show tonight.
Dirty.
That's news to me.
We've hit the X-rated section already.
Right, look, I'll run.
Sorry,
I
guys.
have, if you want, I have one. I have one clip I can put on. It's like 3 or so minutes, but it explains the system.
Yeah,
it shows it, and it's got it. We did a local news, New York, New Jersey,
Nice.
Connecticut, tri-state area. News 12 did a Halloween special. They did 4 episodes, 4 locations, 4 different teams. This ended up getting like 91,000 views, and I'm not. My YouTube doesn't even have a fraction of that number, but it was so personal and spot on. What we came in, it was a bakery out in Long Island, New York, we'd never been to before.
Yeah,
but I should be able to share the tab with sound. If not, I'll share the whole screen.
Yeah.
Does it allow? Yeah, sure. So, all right. So if you don't,
and then do.
If you don't hear the
video file rather than share.
Let me know if you don't hear.
I was just going to say, if you click video file rather than share screen, it's a better quality video.
Mm.
I'm sharing it from YouTube. I could try to share the video file itself. This should work.
Yeah. What?
I have it down in the waiting room.
Right. So do you want me to have it on now?
Yeah. Okay. So you see, so just flag me if you don't hear sound, because it should share it. It looks like it's good to go.
Yeah.
So okay. Put the sound up. All right, here it goes. This is from Haunted Tri-State. This is like the end of last year. I think we filmed it in August, and then they aired it in October.
Yeah, we can hear it.
All good. All good, Ron.
The digital seance experience scans white noise, a combination of signals similar to the hiss of an untuned radio or television. His software filters through these frequencies and picks up any voices, allowing them to communicate with the spirit world in real time.
There's no word banks, there's no sound banks, there's no signal radio or otherwise. It's just the white noise. We're making more of what comes through audible.
Ron and Lourdes, they're coming into this cold. They don't know about the history. They haven't heard, these stories. And they're setting up in one of the most active places in this bakery, the kitchen. Our Haunted Tri-State production team is here. The cameras are up and they're ready to record every moment. So let's start the night. One of the first things we hear is...
In the basement?
Is there a basement here?
No.
That's true. Okay, that got weird quickly. And then just 5 minutes after we started, we hear 2 names. How many people are here tonight?
Virginia.
I
heard Eddie.
Eddie. You heard it?
Eddie, what's up?
Wait, let's play that back.
Virginia.
Okay, is this the Eddie that we've been hearing a lot about? Is he trying to communicate to us and letting us know that he's here tonight?
Eddie, were you here when this was not a bakery?
Yes.
Okay, it looks like Eddie is coming through, but there was another name mentioned.
Virginia.
So that's interesting to us. One of the first names that we heard on Ron's software was Virginia. Gerard has never heard that name mentioned before, but could that have something to do with one of our producers named Virginia?
Virginia.
I definitely heard my name. And I kind of pointed to myself, wondering, did anybody else hear it? And then we played it back. And then we all heard it. And that was so disturbing.
Could there be a spirit looking to connect with Virginia? But a name that they have heard before comes up right away, and that's Eddie. He seems to be dominating the paranormal's conversation.
Eddie.
I heard Eddie.
Eddie.
You heard it?
Eddie, what's up?
being a trickster.
Eddie, you're the guy who plays pranks around here, right?
That's me.
That's right.
Eddie, we don't know who you are. We're new here. Why are you here, Eddie?
As you can see, there has been contact made with Eddie, who Gerard believes was killed when he was a teenager near the bakery. We are also hearing other voices, including a female. Could that be Gracie or Charlotte, the girls from the Civil War era?
Can you guys let Gracie say hello, please?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. Where is she? Can she say hello?
That sounded like a female.
Excuse me, I heard.
While that is happening, Gerard shows us a photo on his phone that was captured in the alley attached to the bakery. He believes the shadowy figures look like two little girls. And then before we know it, we get confirmation.
Can Grace say her name? Please let Gracie say her name.
Gracie!
There it is.
Hey!
Thank you. Thank you.
Never gets old, man. Never gets old.
So we're now in the alleyway, and this is where they've gotten a lot of, activity and people feel things. So now we're going to listen.
Somebody say Eddie loudly if you can hear us. Immediately.
There's a
fascinating.
With no word.
Sponsored by
bank in there,
Jeep.
That's wild. And different, like man and female. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
That's what it was like when I was listening. It's like you could only hear the voices. There's a little bit of like I won't even call it background noise.
Yeah.
Like murmuring. You couldn't work out every single word that was being said. But you could tell it was voices all the way through. And then certain words, you just go bang, bang, bang. And
And it's nice you're not hearing the white noise as well, because someone with me, like sensitive hearing, who does a lot of EVP work, anyway, oh my God, it's painful.
Yeah.
You just can't do it.
That guy Keith Clark, who introduced us to the software, he'll still do it. If people reach out, he'll set you up so your computer can run the virtual studio, the VST that we're using for the
That would be
filtering.
amazing. Yeah,
I
I'd
love
love
that.
that. To Devon, yeah.
He does that, but then I've referred people to him, and then they'll call me and go, but it doesn't sound like yours. I worked on this for over 3 years.
Yeah.
And now there are other
times. Yeah, how many times have you updated it to get to where you're at, though?
Yeah.
Occasionally, I mean, I work on it. I work on it fairly often, but I also believe that if we think that there's some kind of an intention to what we do with contact and being consciously present, so to speak, and focused, then I think also there's a certain amount of, you got to milk it a little bit. Like when it's good and it's running quiet and it's working, use it, apply it, make the connections, do the sessions. Don't just constantly keep trying to change it. And then at some point, look at it, revisit it, and try to level it up again. But I try to get a certain amount of results out of a version before I'll step up and try to change it again, because I don't know how much better this can get, because we're only controlling the reception. This is like in American football, the receiver runs downfield and he looks over his shoulder to catch the ball. Receiving cleanly is all he can do. If there's a spiral on that ball, if the trajectory's wrong, he can't do anything to affect that. That's kind of the boat that we're in with this. So I know that there's got to be some upper bounds to where we can tune this or make it. And again, I spent years. There's other versions of this now of people doing similar kind of stuff out there now. But back in 2019, when we started doing direct radio voice that evolved to this, there was none else on the landscape that I saw. So from a music perspective, if you look at like the 70s, 80s, there was a band called Journey. And then today there's a bunch of cover bands who you can hear do their music. We're not the cover band.
Yeah.
No. It's the direct radio. As I say, when I first started doing EVP work, that's how you interacted with an ITC device, And nowadays it's all word banks. You've got things like the Ovulus. You've got that many bloody apps that no. And everything in the Spirit Box, SP7, SP11, and it's just too many.
Does anyone have a comment on what Simon here said? Because I kind of
yeah.
Please.
I can. So it gives you the problem. though, because if you believe in spirits communicating from across the veil, that means there's no reincarnation. First of all, I don't see the implication of that at all. If you believe in reincarnation, then there has to be some point after your death here that you're wherever you go communicating from before you come back. That would be the moment. That's not even, as an idealist, that's not even what I think is going on. I don't think reincarnation is an energy or a soul that just hops from body to body. I don't think that's what it is. We think through idealism that we're communicating with what's disembodied consciousness, that consciousness is the substrate or foundation for reality. It is the one thing that we know that is not theoretical. This is pre-theoretical. It's the only thing, because everything we know directly or indirectly through acquaintance is by being conscious.
Yeah.
So we think that this is consciousness no longer dissociated in its individual state, which is what we are.
Yeah.
And that's what we're communicating with. So we are always immersed in it. We are always around it. The brain is not creating consciousness. The brain is within consciousness. And that's where the metaphysical beliefs, what I mentioned, the Sagan standard before, come into play, because of the worldview that's physicalism or materialism that says that physical stuff is all there is, and the squishy matter in your head creates your consciousness. That's the same belief system that says that none of the stuff that we talk about is possible.
Yeah.
Right. That's well said right there.
Well said. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well said.
So if in your assessment of data, when you assess data in the paranormal, if in your assessment of data, you can't decide, or you're trying to determine between self-deception and subjective experience, that's only because your metaphysical stance, your worldview, doesn't have a path to that destination on its map, and only because of that.
You limit yourself into the physical, basically, and instead of we are spiritual beings having a human experience, not the other way around.
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah.
It's 40, 50 years of quantum mechanics, quantum physics that says that physicality is the result of observation and measurement, that things don't have physical parameters that are revealed upon observation. So if that's true, then what is physical to us is only representation of physicality, not fundamentally physical. And then we know consciousness exists. So again, we think that everything is thought form or mentation within universal consciousness, and our ability to pick up on stuff, which we know is limited, infrasound, infrared, ultraviolet, like we don't see those. We get what's salient to survive, right? We're essentially born in a cockpit of a plane.
Yeah.
Right. The pilot's in the cockpit. He has sensors and dials that measure and tell him what's going on in the environment around him. You could black the windows out. He could fly and land the plane on instrumentation alone. That's us. The difference between us and the pilot is the pilot never mistakes the dashboard for the sky.
Yes.
We do. We think everything that we touch, taste, measure, smell, calculate is the world in and of itself in its totality. And I think that's naive.
And in this case, the plane itself is a meat suit, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. The physical body is what the dissociative boundary looks like. Because that's so for idealism saying reality is mental, there's one universal consciousness, right? Every zeitgeist, every worldview of and that's what metaphysics is. Metaphysics is not candles and incense and sage. Metaphysics literally means that which stands behind the physics.
Yes.
Science tells us what nature and reality does, not what it is. Metaphysics, metaphysical philosophy specifically, takes its shot at trying to explain that coherently without conflicting with science. All right. So that's what a metaphysics is. So the knock against materialism, which is the worldview now that says this stuff is impossible, the knock against that, the big thing is what's called the hard problem of consciousness, which no one's ever been able to explain. There's no way to deduce or explain, at least in principle, the qualities of experience, the taste of a strawberry, the smell of chocolate, the feel of soft grass from any physical arrangements. There's no way to explain. Nobody's ever even put forth in principle an idea of how physical things could give rise to that. So that's the knock. Now, idealism that says the world is fundamentally consciousness or subjectivity, the knock against idealism, if there's one mind, if there's one universal consciousness, how do you explain all of us? And again, this is not to say we know, but this is an attempt at making sense of it. So is there anything in nature that would show us a modality that's similar to that from where we could extrapolate onto a grander cosmic scale? And there is. It's dissociative identity disorder. which hive mind would be a collective where we're all together, but the individual part is the knock against idealism. So dissociative identity, or was once multiple personalities, one mind that fragments into individual centers of identity. And our dissociative boundary is what our physical form looks like to somebody else. So that would be the explanation for it. So I don't think that reincarnation happens where who you are just hops from body to body, generation to generation, or so to speak. What I think happens is that how do I explain this? If let's say like the universe, cosmos is a large lake, right? And then on that lake you have ripples and whirlpools, right? You can measure the height, speed, breadth, angular momentum of a ripple, or the width, diameter of a whirlpool, but there's nothing to the ripple or the whirlpool but the lake. You can't take the ripple off of the lake, put it under your arm, and go home, right? So even though we have physical qualities and measurements you can take, we're not fundamentally physical. So what I think is that if you go with the whirlpools, that the world out there, the transpersonal space that we're in, has things, and when you pass, your experiences become part of and gradually integrate back into that universal consciousness. When somebody is born with information or memories that are not of their own, I think that is kind of like when two whirlpools are perhaps near each other, or something that went from one into the greater collective. Some of that could get trapped in the periphery of the whirlpool of the new dissociative state, which is a new person. And then they have access to things that are not of their own. It also dovetails nicely with the fact that they've never found memory stored in the brain. There aren't little files in our brain where memories are stored.
No, it lives up here like consciousness. It lives up here somewhere. They just don't actually know.
Mine's over here to the side. Well, sometimes it's over here.
I don't have any memory, so
It's like a drop of water, isn't it? When you drop a water into a body of water, that molecular drop never actually loses its physicality. It still remains a drop of water, even though it is immersed in the whole body. And that's how I kind of view the collective consciousness. We still retain ourselves, even though we are returned to source, so to speak.
Right. You have, and this is funny because this is how I've gone against the grain with re-explaining stone tape theory, psychometry, and even residual haunting. You can't have physical things holding on to experiential state. You can't have despair from somebody getting killed somewhere stored in the crown molding of some Victorian mansion, because it falls apart from a physics perspective. But if the physical house isn't fundamentally physical, and then you have what happened there, the person, the emotions, the things, right? Then those thoughts are all part of what's called the cognitive neighborhood in philosophy. Those are all things grouped by association. The same way you remember your first car, you're driving along the coast and the windows are down, and the song that was on, the color of the car, who was with you, the wind in your hair, that's all part of a cognitive neighborhood. So I think that's how these things are grouped by association and memory.
Yeah. And then there's also somatic memory as well, what you actually retaining within your body.
Sorry, but
dude, did you just gong?
We got gone.
I have to. You've gone 15 minutes over. You're lucky.
Sir, gong me, not the guest, bro. Gong me.
To be fair, it's a privilege and an honor to be gonged. It is.
Well, okay.
Yes.
Badge of honor.
Look. Without being horrible, Ron, you was that close to getting gonged, but Abby jumped in, so she got it. So it's all right.
I'll take the gong.
I've been waiting to be
It's
gonged.
all good.
Yeah,
It's all good fun.
I love Andy. Andy can gong me all he wants. He can hit the gong.
Whoa, all right.
Yes, don't be not to be interpreted otherwise.
No, definitely not. Oh, so right. So Nicoli's coming on. She's going to drive home and jump on rather than coming in and out. So she's on her way home now. So she'll be on very soon.
On the way.
So to help David and his annoyance of not knowing where we are in the UK.
Yay!
There we go.
Oh, you've got me off, mate.
Whoa.
Break it down, big dog.
It's a little bit. So you see the bit. You see Wales. It's in red.
Yes. Is it to the left there? Is it to the left? Okay.
And then you've got a little bit of orange and a big bit of pink. Yeah.
Yes.
So right in the where them three meet, there's a little black dot type thing.
I see it.
That's where I'm from.
All right. Is that where you are now, or just where you're from?
No, that's where I was born and bred. That's Manchester-ish.
Okay.
So if you go southeast towards, like it says Anglia, so you've got like a beige colour, East Midlands, and then you've got, I don't know what that bit says, the orange bit.
Yeah, to the south there?
Yeah. I'm
Southerner?
on the point. I'm on the point of the green, beige, and orange. That's where I am now.
Green, gotcha.
Anglia is where I was originally from.
Yes. So, yeah, so Michelle is from, where it says Anglia. You go right out towards the coast about 3 o'clock, and she's around about there.
Yeah.
Tommy is from the orange bit. So where the red bit in the middle is, that's London, down the bottom. So if you go south and east a bit, that's roughly where Tommy's from. Correct?
Okay. Yep.
And
Essex.
then Essex. and
Essex
then
boy.
And then I'm
You can't
way
see
down
where.
south. No, you've chopped me off the screen. I'm literally
So-
just where it's chopped off down at the bottom here.
Oh, you're way from the south, huh?
I'm way from the south. Where you got
Love
a big
it.
chunk there that looks like someone's taking a big bite out of the UK. You go around the corner and a bit down a bit, and I'm just there.
And where I currently
So-
live is right at the top.
Yeah.
So you're
We're opposites,
between-
Michelle.
Yeah.
You're between the blue and the pink, aren't you?
Now
top right.
I'm near where the bite is now. That's
Yeah,
where I live
you're
now.
near where the bite. I'm just beyond the bite.
Yeah.
I've been bitten.
So
And then to the right is the Free Cities, right? Isn't that what we're talking about? And where's the wall?
Where's the
Where's
wall?
the-
Yeah. Well,
where's the
pretty
wall?
much. Pretty much, Westeros was based off the UK, wasn't it?
Upside down,
Yeah.
right? It was upside down
Yeah.
or something like that. Yeah.
And Ireland was joined on, and it's joined on to France a bit. Yeah.
Beautiful. Where's Arya?
Arya
Where's
would
what?
be where the red meets the orange and the pink.
Mm.
Yeah, and that's where Hadrian's Wall is. Roughly
Yeah,
around there.
That's near
Beautiful.
where I am.
Fantastic. I'm going there, you guys.
Oh God, definitely,
man.
David.
Where do I go where I can see all y'all? Where can I hear that y'all? That's from the south.
Birmingham.
Okay, Birmingham.
Yeah, it's
Alabama.
kind of in the middle for everyone.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not
Birmingham, Nottingham is central for everyone in the UK.
Excellent.
In
That's what I'm
England,
doing.
Wales, Scotland.
We won't let you leave though. That's the thing when you come.
Yeah, well, if you want the Twilight Zone, there you got to go north. You got to go Wales, or you got.
I'm gonna bring Tommy back with me to America. That's what
I'm gonna get in your suitcase.
You'll never see him again.
Tommy would love
We never
that.
see him
I'm
now.
ready.
I
I'm
was
so
going to
ready.
say, is that where he's been?
Take
He's
me.
been living in your
Very much.
suitcase.
You'll love the heat over here.
He's going to be the new Cryptid Hour, isn't he? The lesser spotted colour.
That's the next one.
I'll
That's
get
the
my
next
factor
one.
50 and I'll be there.
Yeah.
100%.
It's 84 degrees
Right.
now. Holy crap.
Ooh,
Wow.
Hotter.
Wow.
I'll find shade.
If only.
Fun shit.
So, we're going to talk now about Tartaria. Now, I wasn't 100% sure as to how it was back in the day, how it worked. I thought it was an actual, not a place, but like an area. And it turns out it is an area, but the area is from Turkey all the way, southern Turkey, all the way up to northern Mongolia. And
What you talking
everywhere
about,
else
Willis?
in between.
Parts of Russia. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Tartaria.
I will give you some images.
All right.
Oh,
I love
there we go. So,
He just likes getting his maps
is
out,
probably-
you know?
And it's
Loves
just
a
like
map, Andy,
school,
doesn't
but a lot more
Loves a
fun.
map.
you can't beat, you can't beat a good map.
Whoa.
Oh,
There you go.
Wow.
Ooh.
I think I see India, Saudi Arabia. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Africa,
China.
China. Japan,
Yes.
and, less of that. So it's
Can we not even do impressions?
just leave it out. No.
Just behave.
No one knows what I'm doing, man.
So yeah, so that's a
Yes.
thing you want, and then
Yeah.
this might be a little bit more detailed.
Bring it down.
It might not. It might be total dog.
Good
food.
God.
There we go.
Oh,
That's a lot
is
better.
this place that
So,
the person
Game
showed
of
up?
Thrones.
Is this what we're talking about?
So Tartaria was on the maps until the 1800s. Then it just vanished. It was taken off, and there's no reason, no explanation or anything as to why all this was taken. Right? It's so the areas that you've got is Siberia, Central Asia, Mongolia, and parts of northern China were all covered by Tartaria. So you got Great Tartary, Chinese Tartary, Russian Tartary, and independent Tartary. It's not a united empire called Tartaria. It was a geographic placeholder. That's what I didn't know.
Now, the way I understand it, coming at it from a grounded aspect, is it was a cartography reference to places they didn't quite understand or mapped or didn't even know really yet, from the 1200s up until the early 1800s, which is the 13th century to the 19th century. Then colonialization, the Industrial Revolution, and all the rest of it kind of filled in the blanks on the map.
Well,
and that's when it dropped from the actual cartography reference.
Yeah. So by the 19th century, as Russia expanded east and maps became more precise, the term gradually disappeared. So Tartaria just gradually came and just didn't exist any longer. So the modern Tartaria conspiracy narrative, right? So this is online researchers from 2015 claim that Tartaria was a global advanced civilization powered by free energy, atmospheric electricity, builders of massive megalithic structures, possibly giants or hybrid beings, responsible for classical architecture worldwide, and it was all destroyed in the mud flood reset events. So I tried downloading these images and I couldn't do it. So I'm going to have to share the screen, because every time I tried doing it, it was
you hit your limit.
No, it would do it as a web page and not an actual file.
Yeah.
So you can see where the ground level was present day in this middle picture. This bit, you see it there, and then below it, that was where they've built on top. Apparently, that's the top of a building where they just built on top from the mud floods.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then again on this one,
which you do anyway. You have in any great city. I mean, you look at London. We built on top of the Romans and all the rest of it. It's layers, isn't it?
Scotland.
I see
Scotland,
music, YouTube downloader, Facebook, iCloud photos. That's what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah, Mary King's Close in Scotland for
Hey, you guys.
So that was pretty much
Tartaria. I recently uploaded a video of someone showing up at some airport with the passport that said Tartaria on it.
Yes.
And it confused some people because there is no current country with that name.
Yeah, he landed in Japan, didn't he?
Something like that. And they were trying to
yeah.
And this person
is right region
disappeared completely after that, because they were like, no, there's a country called.
Yeah. He showed him the visas and he showed him the currency from there. He was showing him, he had maps. So they put him in a holding room while they went and tried to find out what was going on. All secure.
Right.
This was back in the 50s, 60s.
Something like that,
They came back, nowhere to be seen. No trace of him, no trace of his luggage, nothing. Everything completely gone. So my next question. So my next question when I was researching Tartaria was the pyramids. So I asked, is there a pyramid connection? So some Tartaria theorists argue pyramids worldwide were built by one advanced civilization. That civilization being Tartaria.
But the pyramids predate those by thousands upon thousands of years.
But we don't know when Tartaria was around exactly. We're kind of just guessing. So the Great Pyramid of Giza dates back to roughly 2,500 years BC. So they reckon it's about 5,000 years old. That's a Great Pyramid. You've got hundreds of thousands of other pyramids worldwide. Some that are still discovering, some that have been known about for ages.
Like the Bosnian pyramid, they won't recognise it as a pyramid.
But do you know about the Welsh pyramids?
Yeah, we've got them down here, Silbury Hill, all the rest of it. There's one in Dorset.
There's a black pyramid in Wales where
there's a black pyramid in Antarctica as well. So
they was building on it, and there's building a road, and they was doing construction, digging it up, and they got the tip of it. They got so far down, and apparently they was told to build a roundabout over the top of it to hide it.
Wow!
Don't just get the tip; take the whole thing. That's right.
They was like, "Oh, David."
David, it depends how big it is, mate. You know.
Yeah.
You might too much handle.
So think about that iceberg that took out the Titanic. Think about that.
But was it an iceberg? Was it an iceberg? And was it the Titanic or was it the Olympic?
The Olympic.
Could have been a tripod.
But anyway,
never know.
So there's a lot of pyramids that we don't know about that have been buried that some people know that they're there, but they've been buried from us and from history.
Yeah.
So Chinese pyramids are burial mounds. Yeah. So when people say it was the Egyptians that built the pyramids, I disagree strongly on that. They was there well before the pharaohs ever went to Egypt.
Well, the Sphinx definitely was not built by the Egyptians. The Sphinx was there way before the pyramids.
Right. I was going to say that. I was going to say that because I don't know if you know who it is, but before he passed away, I had actually had lunch twice. Once here in Jersey before I moved. I lived in LA for 14 years where I started doing paranormal stuff. And once out in LA, when he came out there, John Anthony West, who was the independent Egyptologist, he was the one responsible for dating the age of the Sphinx because of the water erosion at being at least 10,000 or so BC.
Yeah.
So that didn't have the same wind-driven erosion that the pyramids had. So he was declaring that they were built in two different times. And just to show you how the worldview stuff impacted always the worldview, right? John Anthony West was not allowed to speak at a lot of symposiums because he didn't have a PhD. So that's why he got Robert Schoch, who now continues to do the work, to come with him because he had one in geology. So he was able to get up to the podium and speak, but they wouldn't let John West go up and talk. So that was one of the things too. Then if you're familiar with Graham Hancock's work, the fourth dynasty were the three pyramids of Giza that were built. The fifth dynasty pyramids did not hold up with the same level of architecture and structural integrity as the fourth dynasty one. So that was the other argument was, how did they work from the first, second, third to the fourth dynasty, get it perfect? And then the next generation went, how do we do this again?
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't hold up. So
civilization in decline.
They found it. Yeah.
Also, as well, if anybody wants to have a look at John Anthony West's work, there is a book out, but there's also an amazing series on YouTube called Magical Egypt. So I think they've re-rendered and redone that recently, haven't they?
Yeah, he was doing tours up until almost when he passed away. Yeah, he was a really nice guy. And so I have an entertainment background. I was a satirist with comedy before I ever did this stuff.
Nice.
And he was enamored with show business and that. He's like, so let's talk about where I was like, I'm telling dick jokes. You're changing history. Are you sure? Very nice guy, though. He was a very nice man.
Someone I would have loved to have spoken to, bless him. Yeah.
Right. So, where did Tartaria start and end? So
Andy, I had a question.
Oh, go on.
I had a question, too, with just putting timeline things in some kind of order, right? So if the territory existed that far back, that we're talking about some kind of an involvement with pyramid building, why would somebody in the 1950s have a passport that was indicative of a territory that was long since gone?
Mm-hmm.
Parallel universe, maybe?
That's exactly what I was going to say, Abby.
Yeah,
exactly.
time travel.
Yeah.
I think it's parallel.
Parallel.
It's possible.
Really
they Mandela'd it over it. They Mandela effected it over it.
Hey, they could have done. That's Tommy's mum. Bonjour, Sue, by the way.
She's watching. She's watching. Hey, mum.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Tommy's mum.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, ma mère.
Maintenance friends that work at Sir might be able to tell us.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, in an alternate universe, that country is still there, right?
Yeah.
There weren't no floods or anything like this. It thrived, perhaps.
Yeah.
Kind of
as an idealist, the only thing that we caution, like when we do our talks and stuff too, is to not invent theoretical entities for the purposes of filling a gap in the story. You know what I mean? Like, because then the reasoning becomes circular. You go, well, there's like with the interdimensional hypothesis with cryptid things just disappearing. You go, there's a dimension that they disappear into because they disappear and have to go somewhere, and we know it exists because they go somewhere. So the reasoning becomes self-referential and circular. It doesn't go anywhere. So there could be alternate dimensions. I'm not saying that there aren't, but what I'm saying is there's no empirical or veridical evidence, at least to connect it, to infer. Like, we've never measured dark matter, but they inferred it based on the physics per Big Bang and the speeding up of the galaxy growth, right? So if we can't infer it, could, again, there could be. So for us, it's never about we know or we don't know. It's do we have any reason to lean into it? Because I could say that everything that happens in the cosmos, right, the planetary orbits and the rings around, I could say that that's not anything to do with gravitational forces or anything we know about dark matter, that it's just this big flying spaghetti monster who spins the planets with his noodly appendages. And we can't prove it's not true, right? So it's not about proving it. Is there any reason to lean into it? That's the question. Yeah. So there could be alternate dimensions, but without a reason to lean into it, for me personally, I caution, like I step back a minute and just.
Yeah, there is evidence. Graham Hancock have said, like, you know, the ancient apocalypse theory, where something hit the Earth, or maybe there was a super volcano event, or an asteroid or a meteor hit the Earth, and it wiped out some sort of civilization before us. You know, there is archaeological evidence to back this up, even though the mainstream won't touch it.
Right.
But as for Tartaria, don't know.
Well, this is my question now. So, if the Tartaria built the pyramids, and the pyramids are at least 5,000 years old, Tartaria, right, it emerged as a term during Mongolian expansion in the 1200s. Yeah? That's only 8,500 years ago.
Precisely.
What's happened to the other 4.2 thousand? Where's they gone?
You can go into the realms of, okay, so it was the Atlanteans, okay, but where's the proof for Atlantis apart from Plato's reference to it, you know?
Well, then this is the next thing, though. So global civilization destroyed in the 1800s. History was rewritten, which we all pretty much know that anyway. And then there's a mass reset event. So if there was that, and then you've got that, I can't remember the king and the prince, whoever it was, where they wiped out 300 years because it was easier to start.
It was me.
Dark Age.
I did it.
It's Tommy.
I'll take it.
Apologize.
I'll take it.
He's got a Henry VIII look about him.
I could be related to Henry VIII.
Yeah.
A lot of people say
Time
that.
Bender at it again.
King John or Prince John. Yeah.
He used to hang about where I used to hang about, so
true.
I think a lot of it comes from mistrust of the establishment, because there is mistrust, because we have been lied to and over and over and over again. It's just like one of these theories that just pop up, and it's because we have been lied to. People grab onto it, even though there isn't any actual empirical proof there, just map references, which could be just cartography. Just cartography
this is the next thing. So very little trace. Historically, it wasn't a single empire. It was a European label. It described regions, not a culture. The conspiracy version is modern and internet born.
Yeah. It's like flat Earth, basically.
Yeah. What if wild theory here.
I'd like to propose a new theory: cube Earth.
Go on, Michelle.
Cube Earth.
Cube Earth.
What do you think?
Rhomboid.
I like it.
Interesting.
And it spins so quickly, it looks like a sphere, but it's a cube, dog.
Well, what if like all the maps that are out there are just a load of bull? What if it's still there, but it's just not being shown on these maps? Because nobody's going to walk the whole circumference of the Earth and go to every single area of the Earth, are they, to work it out?
No.
What if it's still there, but it's just not drawn on the maps?
Yeah. Well, this is where we need Christopher Columbus, because he sailed the seas, didn't he? And he found all these different lands. And
that dude failed. He didn't even get to America. Come on.
He was looking for India.
He was looking for India. What a failure.
Yeah.
He called us Indians, dog. We're not from India.
Hey, at least he wasn't stuck in his house 24/7. He's out and about getting some
he just
sun.
murdered 500,000 or million actually Indians.
Yeah, the Vikings made it before him. And if you look at metallurgy,
I'm not going to argue for it. I'm not going to argue for the validity of maps from where I'm sitting, because you can find ages of books and maps that call something the Gulf of Mexico, and now you can find maps that call it the Gulf of America.
Yeah.
And now some people might be going, did those Mexicans really exist? Because there was a Gulf.
Right.
But then somehow it ceased to exist, right? They lost their Gulf.
In 1,000 years' time, there'll be a podcast and they'll be talking about that.
Yeah.
We'll be
and they too will be gone.
Shows the different levels of like, it shows Atlantis, and like it's got like the Earth, and then it's got all these different other things that are existing around that we don't know of. Does Tartaria turn up on that map?
Yeah, Andy.
Because it's got everything else that like Atlantis and all of those other things.
What about
Do
the
you mean
pyramid map?
something like that?
Beautiful. Is that the ice wall?
Yeah, I think it's a bit like that. But how they've done it is more like a.
Where's the
you
turtle,
can
man?
see a map, and then
classic. I like it.
Where's the
You
turtle?
see what I mean?
Floating on.
No, it's gone for its dinner. Don't get something to eat.
Very Terry Pratchett.
It's like, do we truly know the layout of the world that we're in right now? When you've got like Antarctica, we don't know really much about that.
there's a video of like she's a American geography teacher or something, and she shows a map, and then she's like, "This is the map we teach in school, but this is the map of America,
the
world, or whatever," and it's completely different.
Completely different. America's this big, where South America's this big, but America's made to look this big because it's
Isn't it like Africa as well? Like Africa's a lot bigger than it is on the world map.
You should see Texas, man.
Yeah. Well, I was watching a reel on Instagram last night, doing a bit of research for this, and they were showing like the different sizes of all the continents and countries, and it shows Greenland as this massive land, like it literally goes all the way from Canada right the way across enough to the UK, but it's not. It's like it's about an eighth of that size. Africa, and it shows Africa the same size as South America, which is like 3 times bigger. Yeah, and it's just there's no. Yeah. Bullshit.
What can I say? So some places have got little country syndrome. What can I say?
Yeah.
All these ones there is.
And then Andy, what about you've heard of the I don't know, it's Admiral General Piri Reis, the map that was of Antarctica before there was ice on it, mapping the terrain accurately. So
now
people debunk
no ice.
No, people debunked that and said they were actually mapping South America and Portugal and stuff like that, and it was just like that doesn't kind of look like Antarctica.
But they're saying there's no ice on there now. It's all melted. It's all land.
We couldn't go there if we wanted. We couldn't go and check it out for ourselves. We're not allowed. No one's allowed.
Yeah. Unless we can time travel and stow away with Admiral Byrd, I think we're a bit screwed on that one.
You can go. You can go to parts of Antarctica. There's a no-fly zone. You say that the reason there's no fly zone is because as you get right over the pole, all the instruments go all haywire, because technically there's no north, east, south, or west. There's no direct
magnetic North Pole's over Siberia at the minute, mate. It's moving. So.
Well, the magnetic North Pole has moved about 30 times in the last 2 years. So
yeah, it migrates.
It's constantly moving. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I would love to see the Black Pyramid up there, but they will never let me go up there to see that thing.
Well, that's to do with the tilt of the Earth with this summer equinox. So
the precession, the precession.
I know a couple that did the pole to pole in an electric vehicle, and they were saying that at certain points they had to stop where they were and like almost like be escorted to like different places. That was quite interesting. Yeah, because they weren't allowed like on certain areas, and because they were filming the journey as well. They had to stop filming at certain points as well, just in case.
It's just strange, man.
Yep. Well, you're not allowed to film in the Great Pyramid.
I should have like poured him some more whiskey, just like, come on, give me some more.
Speaking of the pyramids, why are the pyramids of Giza so different than the pyramids in Mexico? And so on and so forth. Why are they all different? If they're made by the same people, make it the same. You got the plans, right?
No, because they're going to be using different materials. What they can find in that area.
Yeah.
So the pyramids of Mexico look like a circuit board. Let's face it, the complexes, and the Great Pyramid of Egypt. I mean, that's just like a couple of degrees off true north. It's built with the golden ratio. It's built with the Fibonacci.
Well, we know that the Egyptians actually covered it with this white limestone type, and put gold at the very top of it. Yeah, so that you could see them for very far away.
Which is great for electrical insulation.
Yeah, but the Great Pyramid was used as a power station. It's like a water power station,
like hydroelectric.
Hydroelectric.
Well, you did hear lately that they found those poles that are going underground. Those, okay, so that makes me think that might actually be true. However, let's figure out how to make this thing work, man. Turn it on. Where's the switch?
If you want to find out more about that, speak to Stephen Myers. I think is he in California, Tommy? He's wrote a book about the Great Pyramid.
Stephen Myers.
Sure, he's in California.
Yeah. The other thing that was an architectural mastery with the pyramids in Giza was that is the only place in the entire plateau that they could build those and not have them suffer the same level of sinkage that any other structure would have anywhere else. Because the sinkage normal buildings have is notable, and it's not a lot, but they have little to none in comparison to it. It's the only place on the plateau they could have built it and not had it.
Yeah.
I just think it's weird because no matter what, we would struggle to build something like that now.
We couldn't like the Great Pyramid.
Not
to that accuracy.
Yeah, we
not to that accuracy. Can't do it.
So
like, who could
Stephen
lift
Myers,
those big things?
Yeah, Stephen Myers is in Oregon, and his latest book is the Orion correlation theory is invalid. But he goes out and he does actually study and research the pyramids.
Yeah,
he went out 2 years ago. So,
well, the Great Pyramid.
That's a cool picture.
There's an actual link between the Great Pyramid and Silbury Hill in the UK. In Silbury, it's geographically weird. The way they're proportioned actually point to each other on the world map. And there's research done by a man called John Cowie, and I've interviewed him. Fascinating bloke. And when they were doing the excavations in Silbury Hill and all the rest of it, I mean, mobile phones, everything just went haywire. It broke electronics. There was massive currents coming from this. They actually mapped the fact that it converges on all the ley lines in this vortex. And it's just really, really strange. It has the same sort of electromagnetic properties that the Great Pyramid does. It's just very strange.
Interesting.
It's known as England's White Pyramid.
I definitely think the world was a lot more connected.
Definitely.
They tell us.
Well, back then, though, technically it was connected by the land was connected. So there wasn't as much having to cross waterways to get anywhere.
Which they reckon it's going to happen again. We're going to go back into a supercontinent. Is the next theory of what's happening with the land masses. Yeah.
Is that before or after the 7 second?
How going the opposite way, meeting on the other side?
Oh, it'll take millions upon millions upon millions of years to do that. So
I ain't worried about that.
But what about this? Because we've only got like 10, 15 minutes left. What do you reckon about the 7 seconds of no gravity that's supposed to be
In
happening
August.
In August.
Bring it on, Doug.
I booked it off work just in case.
Oh, I've not heard about this one, so yeah. Tell me more.
August.
I'm a bit thingy about this.
Don't be
because-
outside at that time, whatever you do.
Stay in 12th of August.
You're going to have a bad day.
It's a great day to do your Weight Watchers, isn't it? So
Right, you're going to Weight Watch, all right.
Win.
Weigh in time.
Yeah,
And then it's going to reconnect and splat.
So,
You don't want that.
Have they said what time it's happening?
No, not given a time.
I think it's 3:34. I don't know, dude. What time? I don't know. All day long, stay inside.
Just stay in.
Tie yourself to your couch. Maybe
I think
all your
I
stuff.
treated it the same as I did at boarding school when they were like, on the 11th night at the 11th hour, the great lady's gonna.
I'm gonna laugh my ass if nothing happens. But if it happens, I'm gonna be tied down.
Oh,
not going anywhere.
7 seconds
bit
of
annoyed.
gravity. That's what they're saying. 7 seconds of no gravity.
Yeah, and it's just gonna.
Well, not no gravity. There's going to be less gravity than what we normally
Less
get.
gravity.
Yeah.
We'll probably all just pass out because we'll just feel really dizzy.
Oh, maybe that's when they're filming the new moon landings, so they can do the whole.
Ooh, look at us!
From Area 51, you know, from Kubrick's new studio, or should I say?
How is it again, Abby? How did it go? Yeah. I want to see that video, please.
You do know as well, this 7 seconds is only a prediction. It's not actual fact.
Could be 8. It could be 8 seconds.
This doesn't happen, by the way.
But why do they think this is
terrible?
How do they know this?
That's my question.
You're expecting 7 seconds, you get 2.
What are they saying is causally responsible for this happening? What are they?
It's just to do with I don't know. It's to do with stuff in the universe. And
Does somebody have a vendetta against the helium industry? Is that what this is?
It's all to do with space. That's all I know. Stuff going on in space that's going to cause
And why
it.
the number 7?
Just because it's
a good point.
On the 12th, right? It's the 12th.
Yeah.
That's another one. 12.
12 of the 8th month.
Oh my God.
7, 8, 12. There's a lot of numbers straight away. 7, 8, 12. No, it's 3 of them.
I've never actually heard of that one, so yeah, I shall be tying a rope to my leg and hopefully flying. But if not,
I've got large boobs there.
I'm gonna be in work. So I want to know what goes on, what's going to happen when I'm in the van, and I put my foot down for them 7 seconds.
Oh, please voice note me. I want to know.
I'll just be screaming and crying because I won't have a clue what's happening.
So what do you think, Ron? What do you think this is about?
The 7 seconds of no gravity? I honestly, I'd not even heard of it before today.
Neither have I.
I'm not sure. That's why I asked what is the causal explanation for it? I mean, because a lot of times when you hypothesize a reason behind something phenomenological, it has, if you think it through, other things that should happen. It can't just be isolated necessarily, right? It has to be a ripple, so to speak. So whatever is causing it, I don't know. Like I said, I hadn't heard of it before, so I don't know what they're saying is the cause of it. But then if it happened, what else would be affected by that? Would it have anything else cosmologically that would be impacted?
Well, the oceans.
What would happen to the
moon,
satellite system?
If it was a massive gravity shift, but it doesn't sound like it's going to be. It sounds like it's going to be like a moon type thing.
The atmosphere, so it won't matter. But no, this is 7 seconds of next to zero gravity on Earth, on the Earth's surface.
Okay, now it's next to zero. That's different. That's a whole other thing.
You'd think there'd be public health warnings going out, wouldn't you?
They say this is why the elites are building bunkers. This is one of the.
Yeah, but
I did get an idea from Nordis, and I forgot that she'd mentioned this. This was per the work of Rupert Sheldrake, that the speed of light had changed.
Yes.
Oh.
In the past, there had been variances of it, and then the mechanisms that they calibrate and measure the speed of light, they recalibrated so that whenever they got a reading, it would go back to the number that it was supposed to be, because that was a law, right? So they didn't want to have a variance in it. So the 7 seconds could be something that is completely explainable through naturalism. It could be nature doing what it does. Maybe there are variances in gravity that happen all the time, but for whatever reason, this one's either a little bit more, or it's just getting a little attention because now we have the interwebs and we can spread stuff, you know. I don't know.
Well,
it makes me wonder, like something that's like The Simpsons, Mr. Burns covering the sun with this giant thing.
Yeah.
What if it's like an Elon Musk thing where he's doing something with SpaceX and, well, I don't know, something strange. Something
he's got together with Gates and we're all screwed.
Oh my goodness.
We're doomed. We're doomed, guys. They're blocking out the sun and all sorts.
You can't say names. You can't mention names.
She's talking about like the ones that open and close, dude.
Yeah. I have to put string around mine. Otherwise,
gotta latch it
in the wind. Yeah.
Go latch it.
Otherwise, I can't open my front door, man. I can't. Yeah.
I usually use musk, like a cologne. This thing I put on, it's musky.
I can smell it from here. It's very it's very good. Yeah.
It's pungent.
Very pungent.
Stings the nostrils.
I have nothing. No replies or anything.
Well, we're just trying to keep you monetized.
What do you think, Paul? What do you think? Hello, Nicole. Oh, she's not there. My bad.
She's not
No,
here
she's
yet.
not on. She's not coming on. She's literally just got on. There's been a detour, so she's only just got in. And by the time she gets on, we'll be finishing. We've got 9 minutes, and then we're.
She can have seconds. She can have 7 seconds.
What about the big doors, Andy? Because I went into like a 10-minute rant about these.
Yes.
And the big steps in Peru.
Oh yes.
Massive. So you have them like halfway up the mountain. How do you get to them? There's no step, there's no steps now.
There's no steps where the steps are at.
There may have been steps before that, and then erosion, war, all that kind of stuff. They've gone, but why so big? I mean, the steps that are like 7 or 8 foot tall, and there's like 50 of them.
I'm out.
Same. You can't physically get up them. You can't even climb up them.
I'm 5'8".
So what? What?
I'm a hobbit.
What was the purpose? How would you get up them? You're all right getting down, but there's not really much left of you when you get to the bottom.
Yeah.
I suppose the
it.
mainstream archaeological thing is that they were temples built for the gods. So the gods would have been bigger than us. But
no, I get that. But they've got these temples that people it was a temple and people go and worship. How would they get to them? There's no physical way of them getting there.
They had ancient helicopters, Doc.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You've seen the hieroglyphs
levitated.
Oh,
I've been there and I can't remember the bloody name of the temple.
Or maybe gravity at that time would shut off and they would just float up to the top. And then just turn it back on.
That's the pyramids. You link all the pyramids together, you get zero gravity, and then you can float up the giant steps and do what you want.
I dig it.
What do you reckon?
I want to bring back Tesla's technology, and I'm not talking, David's fragrant aftershave. I'm talking the original Nikola Tesla. Bring Radcliffe Tower back. Let's Thank you, Mr. JP. Not mentioning names.
Well, I was going to say, who's got Tesla's information, don't you?
You don't say it.
Baron's
don't you say it.
Do not say that.
Do not say it, sir.
No.
There was a book, wasn't there? There was the mysterious adventures of
What
Baron.
are the chances of this?
Oh, they flunked like the marshmallows. Hey.
You've been gunned twice.
It's an honor.
Abby's being very naughty today.
One for each shoulder.
Yes.
Fantastic.
It's Friday.
You rebel.
Yeah, so
I know.
So what do you reckon these doors and steps then? Why so big? But even if they are building them to worship gods, they still have to be carved. The amount of time, the manpower and effort and precision that's gone into them would have took.
No, the bigger they are, the harder people fall off of them.
Yeah,
that's one theory.
What do you think, Ron?
But
I don't know. I mean, it's interesting that they were that large, and then there's nothing preceding them to get to those, right? So these are impassable stairs for a giant that you have to be able to get to in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. It's just catechism. I think maybe some of them took off. Maybe some of these civilizations said, "Screw this, I'm out."
Well, this is. Well, I was going to leave this right to the end, which is good timing. So another theory is Tartaria managed to work out how frequencies work and went into the fifth dimension using 5G.
Just skip the fourth one. Just went straight to the fifth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, maybe they still are there. We just can't see them.
This is it. So this is what they're trying to. This is what. Just trying to remember off the top of my head. So they went into the fifth dimension using like 5G, 6G. I think sure it's 5G because it is 5G in the fifth dimension, and they jumped 2 dimensions so they could still exist but not be interrupted by the new modern world.
Isn't that kind of what happened to the people in Egypt as well? In the Great Pyramid, there was a story that they did a thing with, they went underneath and they went through that chamber where you meant to see lots of horrors. Although we did hear chanting down there, 350 feet down or however it is, long it is. No one else down there. We had the Great Pyramid to ourselves. But apparently the only thing that was left was white powder that was analysed as monotonic
cocaine.
Cocaine, yeah, cocaine mummies. Yeah, explain that one.
They were way ahead of our
It's a
time.
good high, man. It's out of this world, dog.
They knew we were coming in for the.
On that note, have you seen that movie? Is it Cocaine Bear?
Great film.
No.
Great movie.
Amazing.
It's a masterclass.
It's 18, and there's a reason it's 18, and it's not to do with the coke.
Isn't there a cocaine Bigfoot now as well? Did I see? Was that real?
I think you dreamt that.
No.
I probably did.
Don't know.
Probably have dreamt that. That is a Mandela effect, probably.
So it's not white because it's a Yeti.
Yeah. But how did cocaine
They need to make it if they
get into
haven't.
Egyptian mummies?
That would be interesting.
That's one we could cover, Michelle.
Maybe that's why they walk around going.
Oh no, they'd be a bit hyped, wouldn't they, if they were on that? They're like,
well, if they've done it for a long period of time, they've probably reached that point where they're like,
If they're on
They've
the
hit
come
the
down,
Monday.
they're not.
Yeah.
They're on a
They've done
burnout
it
now.
for too long.
Yeah, 5,000 year burnout. That's
Yeah.
the come down.
Yeah.
Gets you like that.
Yeah, well. So yeah, anyone, any thought in the chat, any comments, theories, thoughts, or anything? Leave it in the comment section after we go off air. It'll still be available to watch. And that is pretty much everything.
If you've got
there
any
is
that you want us to speak about in the future as well,
Yes.
let us know.
Yes, message Michelle.
Yeah,
She was-
I will love it.
Especially on a Monday when she's not busy.
Ron, it was a pleasure meeting you, sir. Thanks
Absolutely.
for joining us.
I'd love to speak to you again. Definitely. I mean,
Yeah,
absolutely amazing.
This was an honor. Just so you guys know, anytime Andy asks me to come on or be there, because I love the guy, I will show up. Then he told me Tommy was going to be here. I also know. And then he told me I was going to get to meet the other 3 of you. So it is my honor and my pleasure to have shown up and done this. I appreciate being asked to be here for this. And absolutely, if I'm not already connected with you on Facebook, whatever, all of you add me, be in touch. If I can do anything to support what you're doing or podcast or recommend you to a podcast that you want to be on, whatever, I'm all for it. And then next time Andy comes to the States, come with him.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
Yes.
Definitely.
Fight over you.
Yes.
We were in 2024. We were in the UK for the Festival of the Unexplained. We did a talk and a presentation there, and it was one of the best experiences. The people were so nice. It was just we loved it. So we hope to set something up to be able to come back at some point. But if any of you ever come to the Northeast, and Andy already knows, by the New York, New Jersey area, whatever, let us know in advance if we can set something up for you or get to do anything to help you out. Count us in.
We'll go looking for the New Jersey Devil, man.
Yes.
See if we can find that thing.
Oh,
let's go.
Definitely, and I'd love to the software as well and try it out with Haunted Devon.
Oh, yeah.
and see.
I would
you know,
love to know
see
more
what
about
results we get.
I can connect you with the guy Keith, and then he'll, like I said, he sets people up. He remotes in from Florida. He asks for like a small donation or something.
Yeah,
to it. I don't think it's a lot
Yeah.
For his time, and then and then tinker with it, because I think that's some of the people who he set up. I don't think had the innovative spirit, and they wanted it to sound like when you buy a ghost box, you want it to sound like what you heard it sound like before. And I encourage them to experiment, because I learned audio, but I'm not a sound expert.
Yeah.
But so because of that, I tried everything and anything, and it took me a while to get it where it is. But
it sounds like you're an expert now, my friend.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And where can we find you? Where
Yes.
can we find you? And where can our audience find you?
I don't know if it'll let me put it in the chat. Sometimes it won't. But our website has links to everything. Obviously, my name here on Facebook.
Ron,
and then
if you send it me, can you send it to me? We've got a group chat. I'll put it in there, and then they can.
I'll send it to you on Messenger real fast on the website address. Yeah, not a problem.
Yeah.
I know sometimes when I'm on the panel like this, and then I go into the chat, it doesn't let me put anything in it.
It won't let you put the links up. So if you send it me private, and I'll put it in our group chat, and then they can all grab it from there. Is that all right?
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
Yeah.
Everything. My Amazon link to where the books are.
Oh, brilliant.
There's academic papers. There's videos of talks and videos of some of the digital seance stuff that's on there. Testimonials, like the people I told you that had profound things happen for them.
There you go. You've all got
everything's pretty much on the site. It's I just started doing Substack. It's got a link to the Substack.
Cheers, Andy.
So
yeah.
Again, thank you. Thank you so much for including me in this.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, great guest, man. Loved it.
Absolutely brilliant.
No cryptid chat this Sunday. Sorry, David.
What?
I'm out.
Ooh.
I've got a very important video conference call that I need to be involved in, and more will be revealed about that as time goes on. So, but we are back on Monday for the UFO files with Abby. We've got UFO Joe joining us from Norway. Is it?
Yes.
Norway, Sweden.
Yeah.
Around there anyway. Then we're back on Wednesday, myself and Nicole, where we're going to be talking Encyclopedia of the Unknown, and we're on letter F. Frankenstein. I don't know. I've not decided yet. And then we are back.
Frankenfurter.
We're back on next Friday for the Paranormal Pizza.
Ooh.
Okay.
Well, we did paranormal takeaway. I'm having a kebab.
You're making me gain way too much weight, bro.
Oh, kebab.
Am I still banned?
Nice chicken. You're banned from bringing pineapple, Michelle.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Michelle's part of the team now. You can't ban her. Pineapple or not.
Pineapple.
Like last time, I'd like to see you try.
Yeah.
Michelle, it was such a pleasure spending time with you today.
Oh, thank you, David.
It's so awesome. Of course, Tommy. Haven't seen you so long, bro. I know we did a show like a week ago or whatever, but
yeah, man,
it's great to see you on Friday, man. It's awesome. Of course, Abby's shoulders are fantastic as usual.
I do it just for you, David.
I know, and I'm
happy.
Come on.
He appreciates
Chef's
so
kiss.
much.
Look at this man. Look at that. Put it away. You're blinding me.
Fire.
Thank you, Andy. Man. I love this. It's so much fun every Friday. It's the best, man.
And absolute pleasure to meet you, Ron, as well. Absolutely fantastic.
Please, everybody, be in touch. It was my pleasure as well. Please be in touch.
We will.
And I'm going to shut up because he's going to gong me again in a minute.
I am going to gong earlier. Yeah, I'll make sure they get hold of you, Ron. I'll keep sending them. So all good. Right. Yeah. So back Monday, 7:30. Myself, Abby, and Joe. Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, and then continuous as we go. And then me and Michelle, are we recording one next week or the week after? No, we're not recording. We're doing them live, aren't we? But
yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, so the hidden archive.
I
don't know.
That's awesome. Abby, when is your show
only.
coming out?
Well, I'm in a clash because I'm on radio. Obviously, I'm transitioning. I'm still going to be on the radio, but I'm transitioning from radio to podcast. My Krista Cesare show is going out Monday, the same time as our UFO files. But
He's awesome.
I will be releasing it next Thursday on YouTube. So yeah.
Fire. That's fire.
Yeah.
Tommy, when's your
Hopefully
next show coming out, sir?
Next show will be late on Sunday.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful.
Oh, and can I just say before we go, Tommy is going to be interviewing myself and Michelle as to the connection with our dreams and everything that we've got going on.
Sexy.
Be ready, guys. Be ready.
I like it. I'm tuning into that one.
Absolutely.
It's gonna be wild.
Are we doing it live?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, fuck it.
You started it on the UFO files. I'm having to channel hop now to find out what's going on.
Just watch your space. We'll let you know as and when. So, all good. Right. Gonna go. Please do stick around for the outro. New music. Listen closely to what it says in the music, because I've now started doing the AI music as well as the animation and images. So
Me and Michelle have created a monster.
Yeah. People that
regret
don't
it.
like AI, I absolutely love it. And it's all Michelle's fault, and that's it. So
yeah,
stay
Suno,
tuned.
baby.
Please watch.
I apologize, people. I apologize.
Please watch to the end, and we will see you in a couple of days' time. So have a wonderful weekend. Take care, everyone, and ta-ra. See you later.
Bye.
Yeah. If I had a spaceship, I'd visit my alien friends. If I had a spaceship, I'd visit my alien friends. If I had a spaceship, I'd visit my alien friends. If I had a spaceship, I'd visit my alien friends. And I could show them where, and they take me to the planet. Yeah. And I could show them where, and they take me to the planet.
Alien 8 UK.